Hi, this is Nick from Elite Outdoor Fitness. Periodisation training, weights, okay? What you're looking at doing with periodisation training, essentially you're looking at trying to get a 1 rep max, aren't you? Okay, so that is a good way of determining how strong you are for 1 rep, okay? Now people go on and on and on about this. Some trainers out there that have got some really good phenomenal results that suggest that there's a lot of information that would suggest that you can determine how well you're going to do on an event by your 1 rep max. Now, I think there's a little bit of truth in that, but you can't base all your training on that. But what we're looking at doing today is just going through some basic fundamentals, because it's not that you want to actually gain what your 1 rep max is and how to gain kind of efficiency in that area. It's about improving your power and your strength relative to your endurance as well. For the most part, people that come to work with Elite Outdoor Fitness are doing endurance racing, or they're joining the special forces, or they're joining the military, or something along those lines. And to be able to run up hills on a fell run with weight in a pair of boots and do the condition that's needed to do uphill versus downhill, etc., and recover in all different aspects, and to do slow, long uphills for 45 minutes and including in those ranges slight increases of intensity for uphills, is very difficult to do. So you need to get your training right. And periodization training in weights is very similar to how you would approach your training with elevation, or your speed work, i.e. VO to max work, or your lactate threshold. You don't just throw your stuff in there and start doing elevation training with sprints. You build up slowly, so that you build up the elevation, you build up the intensity in elevation, and then the duration comes based on what goals you have. So when you're doing periodization training in weights, essentially the long and short of it is you start with high reps, okay? Blood work is what I call it. So I normally start with 25, 22, 20. I add the 18, add the 15 in there, and I build that up over maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on where somebody starts and their start point is with me. And then slowly during the same week, and so for the most part, a professional weightlifting trainer that wants to get you really powerful isn't really worried about muscular endurance at all. They just want your 1 rep max at the end, okay? So for the moment, let's look at that. You kind of bring your reps down from 25 down to like 12, all the way down to 12, 10, 8, 6, and then even from 6, 4, 2, 1, and then maybe even 2 and 1. That's periodization training. You're going from muscular endurance, you're building in strength, and then you're activating the power, okay? The explosive power that's needed. Within my type of training, within Elite Outdoor Fitness, we capture all of that, but at the same time within the week, you're capturing the strength and the muscular endurance. So you can activate 1 rep power, you're strong, and you can replicate it for many reps again and again and again, which is exactly what's needed in today's military courses. Thanks for listening. Come and join us at Elite Outdoor Fitness and give me a shout if you've got any questions.